All right, we live. Episode 11. Full house today.
Yeah.
Tavon, Tri-State Tip at IG. Got Julian with me. Where they following you at, Julian?
Julian Smith on Facebook.
Got Jason with me. Where you at, Jason?
Tiger Helly 19, Snapchat, IG, government on Facebook. If you know it, you know it.
Got Brian with me.
Yes, I actually changed my Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
It's SmittyWood365.
All right.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa. That thing rolled off the tongue like
Yes.
butter.
Mm-hmm.
We got the boy Corey, Virgo. Birthday happened.
Happy birthday, you.
Thank you.
Yes,
goddamn.
yes,
Happy
yeah. Happy birthday, man.
Double
Thank you.
birthdays.
Yeah.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Feels good, man. 21, don't
They still can't find you, right, Corey?
Nah.
All right.
They will look hard enough.
I just had to make sure. Where y'all want to start with? Let's start with basketball.
A lot of drama.
Older basketball drama. We didn't really talk about it because we was out last week. But Sarver, coach of the Suns.
Owner.
The owner.
Sorry, coach, owner of the Suns.
Plantation owner.
The investigation into all the allegations. They found some stuff that came up, but they basically found them for what's the word I'm looking for?
He violated his ethics as an owner.
But not sexual misconduct. He was basically
That's half of it.
Calling people the N-word.
yeah, and then on top of that, there was some racial misconduct with the N-word being flown around on multiple occasions.
More than one.
So he got a 1-year suspension as an owner. I don't know really what that entails. I mean, he don't get the profits of the game. I don't know what that means.
He can't come to the games.
But does he really lose, though? Like,
I mean, as long as the team is still in relevance, they worth it what they worth.
But I'm talking about if he got to sell his ownership. Like,
I think he should. I think they should make him. I'm interested in seeing what the players do in reaction when the season starts. So
They ain't gonna do nothing
Jay Crowder
as long as the check cleared.
said something about he not showing up.
Yeah, he said I'm out.
He'd be there.
Well, they traded him anyway. So
Nah, he said 99.
He said he not showing
he said
up.
He ain't coming at all.
Yeah, because then when
he's getting traded, so I don't care.
when the shit with Donald Sterling went down, didn't some of them refused
they
to play?
reversed their shirt.
Right. So I'm a little interested to see what some of them. I think once Chris Paul agrees to something, I think that's where it's going.
I think tomorrow is media day out of all things with the NBA too.
It's not that because he's the player association president. So I feel like
no, it's CJ McCollum.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They did get transferred. CJ's the new one, but he was. Yeah, Chris Paul was, but CJ's the new one now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But technically, he's not that owner. He's not allowed to be around the NBA period for a whole year. So
or WNBA.
Yeah,
is that good enough?
No, he's selling it. So it's done.
But is that rumors or?
No, he came out and said it. He said he's gonna get rid of it.
So I did see a list of potential people that they were talking about interest. Jeff Bezos was on that list.
They went from bad to worse.
The man that didn't want to pay people $15.
Jeff Bezos.
It was Jeff Bezos and
let your people.
I know what you're talking about. It was him. It was a dude, Bob Iger. They used to
Bob Iger. That's who I'm thinking about. The Disney boy. Yep.
And he got a lot of money.
They were saying that a couple black owners,
dude, Larry Ellison or something like that.
Okay.
That's the only three I remember.
Yeah, I remember Bob Iger. That's the only one I was trying to think of.
They were saying that some black owners wanted to get involved in it.
Yeah, but I don't know if any one person outside of Oprah that could probably
Tyler Perry.
Come on, Tyler
Byron
Perry.
Allen, believe it or not.
Maybe if they team up, but I can see them going for the Hawks. I can see them going for the Hawks, not Phoenix Suns. Yeah,
I'm not ruling it, but if y'all look at Brian Allen. That man got the Weather the Weather Channel. And he got a couple other things.
Buckets.
Good catch.
Oh, thank you, Devo.
So we watching Sunday night game, San Fran, my team, versus the Denver Broncos with Sierra's husband. He don't have no name. They just call him Sierra's husband now.
Terrible.
Future's baby mama.
But hold on, no. Serious question. Yeah. So does he really lose by him having to give up his ownership?
If he has to sell, then I would say yes. If it was just a 1-year suspension, then I'd be like, that's kind of lenient.
He's not going to lose.
Well, I'm just saying that I think he gets paid to sell his ownership, so that means he's going to have money.
He's going to get paid.
So he can still he can just go out and be the racist, sexist dude that he won, and just don't have to worry about no repercussions because he don't own the team no more.
So, all right, what's the other guy's name? The Clippers dude,
Donald Sterling.
He had to sell the team too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he still basically got away with it. Ain't nothing really changed. I didn't know he died.
I didn't know he
did.
I didn't know he died either.
Don't quote me on that.
That's another Donald Sterling from
out here killing folks.
I swear he's died.
I don't remember him dying.
I mean, if he is, oh well, but I think he is still alive.
So I think asshole tendencies is gonna be asshole tendencies regardless. Yep. If he doesn't sell a team, he's not. That's who he is. You can't change that. It's gonna be hard. It's really hard to change a person. But I do think that that stigma that comes with this being outed, he can't change now, and he has to do a media campaign to make it seem like he's not that. Donald Sterling is on the tail end of his life. I doubt he just gonna go high and call it a day.
He gonna hang out.
This
with
dude still got some time left in his life, so you gotta think about it. People think you racist now, and you got to go out in social circles. They could be like, "Yo, that's the dude that had the."
He was nothing but an Archie bunker. I mean,
right.
If you really look at it,
and so who he is who he is. Ain't nothing gonna change that. Right. But the discrimination that's gonna come with it, or the.
I read the report, man, and that was crazy what he's saying. He was basically, I guess he was getting a massage from a parlor, and he was pulling his pants down. No joke. He was telling girls that was pregnant that they can't be, they ain't in line for this line of work that they're doing. I mean, it was.
Yeah, he was on one.
He was throwing the N-word.
And so that's who he is. That's who he, and maybe that came with money, but that's who he is. The thing is, I think him getting called out for it is the best thing.
Yeah,
is the best thing.
I mean, he just showed who he is.
The more recent basketball news, Boston. my favorite racist city in America. Boston has some juicy news this week. Coach Ime Udoka. I don't know if I like his name. Ime Udoka. Either way.
Apparently them white people do.
Ime Udoka. God, I don't know what the word is, but let's say, I don't want to say exposed. I don't know.
Now let's call it for what it is. He got dimed out on by somebody.
Yeah. And basically he had some sexual relations with staff or somebody of the Boston Celtics. I don't know if their whole real story came out yet. Matt Barnes, apparently somebody told him the whole thing, and he retracted some of the statements because also this week in football, Brett Favre got exposed for stealing millions of dollars from Mississippi,
which should be the headline over this man's personal business.
Correct. And but Matt Barnes was like, "Yo, why y'all not talking about this versus this?" But when he heard more of the details about what really happened, he kind of backtracked on what he was saying, "Well, yeah, this is a little bit more serious then, because if this is the truth." Again, I don't know the whole story yet, but yeah, my guess it's a white girl.
It is.
It's the only way white people get upset like that
in their feelings. Though.
When that.
I mean, that's what happened.
Hey, I'm calling it how I see it. If it was a black girl, I think people would have just been like, "Oh, he made Doga caught cheating," but he got suspended for the same amount of time Sarver got suspended. That's all I'm gonna say for consensual sexual relationship. He got suspended for the same amount of time Sarver got suspended for all of his conduct that they had on multiple occasions on multiple offenses. The same suspension.
My beef with this whole thing is, if this was consensual, put her name out there like they doing this head coach.
I don't think you could do that.
You should.
You should. And she should be just suspended just as long as him.
Because if he's suspended and she's still working, we got a problem right there.
Yeah.
Did y'all read?
I just hope the dude who didn't leak was black.
No, go ahead. Supposedly it was her husband.
So supposedly.
Oh, damn, she got
No, they both were married. Well,
he's engaged.
It's weird because they said they knew about it in July. They let it go. but then she kind of made a big deal out of it again.
Because the money started probably getting funny.
Yeah. So they wasn't going to do nothing to him. Mm-hmm. In July, they knew about it. They said it was consensual. And then she said he was more than that.
I think it's more than that. It's more to this for him to just get a year.
He must have promised her a promotion.
But at the same time,
more the bag.
If this is consensual,
but who
put her ass out there?
Or
he like
might be like, I'll leave Nia alone. You leave your husband.
I don't think it was that. Nobody.
He was on his RE.
And for one, we gotta look up his info. All right, because there's a whole thing. Black men don't cheat. He not from America. Ime Udoka is African.
Well, he Nigerian, so he used to like.
Yeah, African American men don't cheat. That's all I'm gonna say.
He who was the senior employee?
I'm just ready to change the subject.
Man, we all gonna get in trouble.
No, not necessarily. Well, I ain't gonna speak for all of it. I'm a monogamous dude when I'm in a relationship. I've never cheated on anybody I was dating ever.
Look at Corey about to get people caught up. Corey about to get people caught.
I never have. I've never cheated.
Look, Jason, quiet. I can see you on the camera, Jason.
It's been a long time since I've been in a relationship.
If we together,
my memories.
Let's get back on the topic.
I ain't never cheated.
All right, I ain't gonna put that. All right, we gotta stop that. Ime Udoka, 1 year suspension.
Who's the senior employee? Was he the senior employee?
I'm assuming so. Okay. I mean, ain't that many people hired than coach.
Yeah, cause I think that's where the disclosure of the names comes in. Then.
Just one Twitter something said it was the travel assistant, like somebody who
Alliston Feaster
arranges the. Damn, my boy knew the.
He on it.
Who the bad coach? Who the ball boy?
Oh, no, they just showed her on the thing. Remember, they tried to say it was her, but then they said it wasn't her.
Okay.
That's what they tried to say at first.
Yeah, that's messed up because they trying to drag her and she ain't had nothing to do with it.
They just going, whoever a woman, where you been at for the past 6 months?
Because you know what's crazy? I just plugged in Allison, and it could be Allison anything, and she's the first one that came up, Alliston Feaster. Wow.
She white?
No, she likes him.
Supposedly.
She's playing the WNBA.
Supposedly it was.
She looked like she played in the WNBA, or she looked?
She looked like she played in the WNBA. That's not
Why you dissing her like that?
I asked a simple question,
and
you knew what I meant. That's the crazy. That's the sad part. It could be no. It could be what's the dark skin joint with that Dwight Howard?
Oh, Rose. No.
What's the chick that's going with Dwight Howard?
Almost as tall as me.
What's Dwight Howard girl name? Google.
That ain't his girl no more. Kamar took it. You talking about Tierra Cooper?
Yeah, she look good.
Nah,
she look good.
Yeah, she look good. Yeah,
she playing in the NBA.
She got in
Skylar Diggins. Yeah, they all.
She fell off.
Y'all automatically went to Brittany Griner.
Oh.
All right, so
God damn.
We had MCU news, right?
No.
All right. So at the end of the day, what y'all feel about Ime Udoka suspension? Right? Wrong?
Unfair.
It's essential. A consensual relationship, right?
People do it every day at their job.
Yep.
It is what it is.
If it's consensual, I don't see.
It shouldn't have been.
It shouldn't be a year. If this is consent, yeah, like you said.
Only person he should be in trouble with is his fiance and her husband.
Yeah. They went through a list. Black women that got cheated on.
Mm-hmm. It was one of I saw. It was like
it said
Beyonce.
It said Beyonce, Nia Long, you, your mother, your cousin, your little cousin sister Tracy. What did it say? It said Tracy. And all the women in the DMX Cisco song. 3 Kims, Latoya, Tina.
That don't make no sense.
I saw one meme. It had like the Mortal Kombat thing, and it had like
it had
Beyonce. It had
who next?
It had Beyonce,
Rihanna?
It had Halle Berry, and then it had Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama. That's the last one.
Yo.
That's the final boss.
We know that ain't gonna happen.
I was like,
if that ever happened, it's over. It's over for black dudes. If Michelle Obama get cheated, Barack messed that up. It's over for every black dude in America.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's over for every black.
It ain't us.
But all seriousness, I mean, it's a bad look for him. I mean, because he is in a position of power at the end of the day.
Yeah, kind of. It just depends on whatever their policies are. Really, it's
So
going to come
we
down
gonna
to
act like this man put a gun to her head and said, "Let me get back." They both guilty.
Yep.
So I don't see what everybody coming at him for.
That's the thing. My thing
they should
is,
both get in trouble. I'm just saying, I don't know what their policy is. Like, I've worked for companies where fraternizing among, especially,
and then let me ask you
they
this,
start getting
and people will still bang each other at the job, right?
Yeah, but if HR found out, then that's a whole.
That's a whole
so
other issue.
So the problem really is they wasn't keeping it tight enough where nobody.
Somebody dimed. At the end of the day, somebody dimed him out. Somebody dimed him out.
Somebody told on him 100%.
They tried to say it was a player too, but I don't know if it's true or not.
He said, "You didn't put me in on that last play, coach. I got you."
Probably kept KD on his burner.
Serious question.
Udoka messing around.
Hold on, though. Serious question. So if they win the finals, does this even come up?
No.
Yeah, it might. If they go, it's going to be the bigger question now.
It's all the person. It's all the person that snitched. It's something with that person.
I think winning canceled it out.
He probably got let go.
I think it was Brad Stevens that did it because he was jealous. He couldn't get them to that point.
It's Kevin Durant.
Come on, that team.
It's somebody from the Brooklyn Nets did it.
That's true. You just made a good statement,
makes sense.
though.
Like, cause you come out there and you suspend them for. I never seen nobody suspended that long.
Yeah, over a consensual relationship.
It's a 2022 thing. You know,
that's like my job.
That's why I feel like it got to be more. It got to be something more to it.
Man. Yeah, when it come out, I mean, we'll
we
still revisit it when the whole
I don't think it's
story
gonna come out too. Somebody gonna have to leak more information.
Media day start this week.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Yep. Let's go. Let's talk about some shows. Actually, Corey, I'm gonna get you some shine today, baby. You usually don't watch stuff that we be on, but however, it's the reverse this week. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about this Dahmer show on Netflix.
I should watch it. Watch it.
How you like it so far? You watched the whole thing?
No, it's like, I think it's like 10. It's just like
10 episodes?
Yeah, I only watched episode 1. I like it so far.
Okay.
But I like stuff like that. I don't like Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, come on, my boy.
Sorry. Cool. Y'all can be quiet all you want. I don't like it.
Yeah, you get the long
I was waiting to hear what you thought about Dahmer.
It's dope. Like I mean, I'm into that stuff. I've been into like Dahmer and
You like what's the actor's name?
Evan Peters.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Yo, he do look like Dahmer.
Evan Peters. Mm-hmm. And actually, I'm a little excited about, or not excited, but I'm happy for him as far as his career trajectory. He was always like the friend of the main character in the movie. I'm trying to remember what's the first time I seen him. Was it Kick-Ass? No, that was the other kid that's almost similar to him.
He was in Kick-Ass though.
Yeah,
he was the third. He wasn't even the best friend. No, he wasn't even the best friend. He was the third member of that group. Remember, it was a chubbier kid.
The bigger
who was the best. Who was the best friend?
The first movie I saw him in was Never Back Down,
and he was the sidekick in that. He was the sidekick in that.
I did.
Never Back Down was good.
The first one.
And it's crazy. He was like,
you ain't watched Dragon Ball Z. You don't know.
Look, he's had the better career out of everyone in that whole.
Arguably,
whole
I think Kick-Ass is about to make a comeback.
I'm talking about Never Back Down.
They are supposed to be doing something.
Well, not the movie. I'm talking about the actor.
He's
I think he's
good.
Arguably, you would say Evan Peters had a better career than him so far.
True.
I mean, I think
he's only been in Kick-Ass. He had the Godzilla movie, but he just did the one in Bullet Train.
He was Quicksilver.
See, that's what he got. But guess who also was Quicksilver?
Evan Peters. Oh my God, their careers are parallel.
Oh man,
it's
a paradox.
Yeah,
he was good in Bullet Train. Did you see Bullet Train?
I like Bullet Train. I like Bullet Train, and that's why I think he's going to have a little resurgence to his career right now. He got cast in something else.
Even Bad Bunny was good in that though, man.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I was surprised at
a little bit he was in it.
It was a good movie. So yeah, Dahmer, I'm gonna check it out. Everybody been talking about it on social media. They saying it's pretty crazy. And honestly, I didn't know that. I knew he was fucked up, and I knew like the dismemberment, like that he was doing, and I think he fucked up some kids too. Yeah, but I didn't know too much about him personally, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Everybody saying Evan Peters killed it, and he probably gonna have to go get a psych eval.
You definitely need some counseling after that role.
Wait, but is it true that the boy that played Diary Wimpy Kid killed his mother?
Yeah. Not the main actor, but he was in the movie.
Yeah, he shot her.
Yeah, shot her mom.
And he was gonna go on a mass killing spree
while she was playing piano.
He killed his mother so she wouldn't know what he was gonna do. He didn't want his mother to see what he was about to play. He was gonna kill the Prime Minister of Canada and shoot up the school.
Yeah, and he got.
And he didn't go through with it. And he just turned himself in. He's like, he killed his mother because he didn't want her to know what he did.
That's crazy.
Hey, she was playing the piano.
She was playing the piano, man. There's some disturbed folks in this world, man.
WPS.
We gotta get us some help. Yeah.
I ain't mean to make you laugh that hard, too. My bad.
I don't think nobody else heard it.
I heard it.
I heard that just by
I'm just being real.
What y'all drinking? I don't have nothing over here.
Yeah, what do you want?
Hold on.
Strawberry, grape.
Let's get that mad.
That's the brown bag special.
Mad Dog. I'll never forget this. We got made fun of because we had Mad Dog 2020 and AC one year. I was like 21, 22, and these older chicks, Mad Dog. I ain't drink that since high school. They was like in their 30s, but we thought we were like, we got something. They was like, what y'all got to drink? We pulled out the Mad. That shit was blue.
Yes,
a Mad Dog.
So welcome back. It's a reunion.
We were drinking that. All right, but
what you want? Grape, orange, or strawberry margarita?
Let's try the strawberry margarita. I ain't have a margarita, but then 10% on the margarita.
They getting skimpy.
Right.
Not to your liking. Well, that's more than these. These are 10.
The orange is 10, I think.
What's 7.5 for the grape?
Outside of Dahmer, what else started this week? Andor came out last Wednesday, or was that last week?
They dropped 3 episodes. I seen.
Was it last week? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was last week.
I think it's Wednesdays now, right?
Yep. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but it's in the Star Wars universe. For everybody wonder.
I watched the first episode.
And what'd you think so far?
I like what they're doing with it so far. It's got a grimy feel to it. It's more like a trying to really describe it. It's something like a spy film.
Okay, similar to how they do with I feel like Winter Soldier and the Secret Wars are going to take this Earth like a grounded reality feel to their movie or to their series of movies. You think that's the same way, where it's more grounded? I don't want to say reality because everything's real far fetched, but you thinking like,
I got a crazy thing with Star Wars right now. Just thinking about it. I think everything that they did post Lucas has been better than what they have done with him, with some of the stuff.
Okay.
I'm just looking at like some of the films that they did, some of the prequels. I think maybe they should have never ended this whole series, because Rogue One was good. I think that was my favorite out of
that is my favorite.
Rogue One was probably
trilogy.
It's at least out of the newer movies. Rogue One is my favorite.
Out of any of them, like everyone likes Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Like they're okay.
Empire Strikes Back is my favorite.
I don't watch them if they're halfway through on the TV.
Okay.
But if Rogue One's on, I'm definitely watching.
I've always thought that like some of the prequel shows were kind of pigeonholed just by the movies itself.
Right.
Because
they couldn't do too much because what they had to abide the rules about. Yeah.
And this, to me, now that they're redoing some of these shows that are in the past, it's kind of making it like really make me revisit the older films. But I'm looking at them differently now. Well, I just like to see
what is next though. Like, do they have anything that's supposed to be beyond what we've already seen? I
heard they're doing a new set of 3.
Yeah,
they're doing a new trilogy. They're trying to at least. I thought they found somebody for it.
What is Taika Waititi was doing one of them, but they didn't say what it was.
What is the enemy? Like what is it that they're fighting?
It's gonna be the fucking Sith and
forever.
All that. Yeah,
we're gonna fight the Sith.
You know what? The last 3,
I didn't like them.
The last 2, the first one was alright, but
I didn't like any of them. Man.
Only thing I liked about them was John Boyega.
Yeah, but I feel like they dropped the ball with him.
Yeah,
big
after
time.
That first one, the trailer made it seem like he was more.
He was going to be, yeah.
I didn't like the JJ series. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, there's a guy who I work with who gave me the whole rundown about why all that went down the drain and like the change of hands and some else. I gotta go talk to him again to get the scoop again before I speak on it. But so Andor got 3 episodes out. You gonna continue watching it?
Yeah,
Yes, no?
I want to see where they go with it. But they already greenlit it for a second season.
Okay.
So
How many episodes is it supposed to be?
I think it's 8 or 10. I'm not mistaken. I think it's 10.
Speaking of Disney Plus, y'all still watching She-Hulk?
Yeah.
Y'all caught up?
Yeah.
I don't want to get no spoiler if you
I'm
still
up
ain't.
there.
See, he thinking about China. I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
He's shaking his head.
I'm up to the last. I just watched the last episode.
I want to see them.
You waiting for the cameos?
I'm waiting for Secret Wars.
That's a minute.
That's a long way.
Yeah.
You got a minute.
That's
3
the one I'm
years.
more excited for.
That's a minute. But we about to get Daredevil.
That's the one with, Samuel, is that Secret Wars?
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
I think they are they wrapped?
Yeah, it's
I think they done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out summer. I think spring or the summer of next year, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's spring because I think
Wasn't we on here when somebody was talking about it might have been Tavon
Daredevil coming.
that said what's the name deserves to do Avengers? Wasn't you?
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler?
Ryan Coogler.
And I was in the group. I put it in the
I said I'm gonna have a problem if he ain't get
They giving it to him.
Yeah.
He deserves that.
because
100%.
yeah, there's
I'm
no
trying to
way.
figure out who it was. It was either you or Brian. I couldn't
I was
figure it
saying,
out.
Brian
I was saying
said
I was gonna be mad.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, you heard it. Gonna let him do it. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was
supposed
like
to
I
do all
said,
3.
if he didn't get it, I was gonna have a problem.
Like I don't even know who you give it to other than him, unless you can snag up Steven Spielberg or James Cameron.
They tried for Fantastic Four to get Steven Spielberg.
Like that's the only 2 people I can think of that you get. Or I'm sorry, Christopher Nolan. Them 3.
I don't think Christopher Nolan fits in MCU.
Oh, no, he tells
You know
me
who?
that
Actually,
stuff.
you know what? I give him if they did Daredevil different and wanted to do. I could see him doing street level heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him doing stuff like that. X-Men street level shit. I could see him doing that. But the intergalactic, dimensional, big battle across the space and time, I can't see him doing it.
I think he would be good. If Nolan was to do a Marvel movie, I was thinking like a Green Lantern. joint.
I think he can do a Green Lantern Marvel.
No, I'm sorry.
DC.
You mean any kind of superhero movie?
Yeah, any kind of.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking he could do a Silver Surfer movie.
I don't know.
I don't want to see him do. To me,
I can see him.
I think Christopher Nolan makes better ensemble films than lead character films.
Yeah, I can see that too.
I think those are better.
Yeah.
I can see him really doing good with a Daredevil movie. If he did a live action I'm trying to think of somebody similar to Daredevil.
It would have
maybe
a lot
even
of the Punisher.
maybe even Blade.
Blade.
Maybe even Blade. I could see him, man. But it's something about.
It's Nova. I'm sorry. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, Nova.
That's
okay.
what I was thinking. I'm sorry.
I got no faith. I got no faith in his single character films. Or where there's one dude is the focus. Like I got no faith in that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, really can't say that because Dark Knight and all those movies were good, but even those were like submerged in a bunch of
other characters building the story.
Like just him. Like think about was it Tenet?
What's going on, Corey?
I'm just listening to
Tenet didn't do it for me.
Tenet made me fall asleep too many times.
All right.
I like Tenet.
It was good, but it was just
There was a lot going on.
yeah.
What else has he done?
Dunkirk
Dunkirk was.
Dunkirk was dope.
I like Dunkirk.
No.
He did do Dunkirk. Dunkirk was good. I like.
That's the one that had Tom Hardy, right? Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, Dunkirk was real good.
I don't like war movies.
That was a good
Dunkirk
one.
was good though.
I don't particularly like war films neither.
But this one was
But
good.
I watched it up the strength for him, and I was like, oh man, this is kind of good.
The one more movie I liked was it's not really a war movie, but it's more like a black movie.
Glory.
I like Glory.
Nah,
I like Glory.
The Glory's good. Spike Lee,
Saint
Mountain, no,
Miracle of St. Anna?
Yeah, there
Miracle
you go.
Saint Anna. Yeah, boy.
Ain't that the movie that what's his name did right before him?
No.
Clint Eastwood. Ain't that the one that him and Clint Eastwood had the beef over?
Yeah. That's
because Clint Eastwood did a war movie that was adjacent to that, but Clint Eastwood didn't tell the black soldiers.
He told the white story.
Yeah,
I think that's when the whole
that's
beef
on him.
came.
Well, we all know what Clint Eastwood is. Anyway,
Clint Eastwood put him on blast because he was like, Spike Lee was like, he don't do nothing for like the black community and all this stuff, and then Clint Eastwood starts putting out all this footage of when he was opening up boys and girls clubs in black neighborhoods and stuff like that. Yeah,
he did.
Yeah. And then it was like, Spike Lee, what have you done? And Spike Lee was like, oh, I
remember that.
I charged about $300 for my master class. You know what I'm saying? Like he made Spike Lee look bad, but we all, like you said, Jay, we know what
we know what Clint Eastwood is, man.
He probably did it for a tax write-off, but at the same time, if you're gonna call him out for something that you ain't doing, and then he put the proof out there, then you look bad.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood played himself in El Torino.
Yep.
He's played
But I love that movie.
Yeah, I like that.
I like all his movies.
And I like his older spaghetti westerns.
Who was it? Bloodwork? I
didn't see all of you. I saw part of it.
I didn't see that one. I like Bloodwork though.
Bloodwork is dope.
That's the only one I bought.
The Dirty Harry series are like, I grew up on those.
That's another movie you can't make in 2022.
No.
You can't have a cop going around there
shooting people with a Magnum 38 special.
He was right in the middle of like the shopping center, and my man was popping off. He pulled out, bow, then went right in the store and went shopping. I said, oh yeah, you can't do that no more.
This is a wrong segue. Forgive me. But speaking of shootings, RP to P&B Rock.
Yeah, man.
That was tragic, man.
That's sad.
We didn't get to talk about it, but I didn't know he was from Philly.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever knowingly heard one of his songs.
I heard one. I can't recall it right now.
I heard a couple of them.
Oh yeah, Selfish like one of the latest
songs I remember.
that I didn't know that were his songs.
Like he was featured on other people's songs too.
Like, I know that song. That be on the radio all the time.
Yeah,
I just remember Selfish.
And I don't listen to the radio, so I don't be knowing what none of this stuff.
It's just sad that we hear it's another RIP, and then we post his picture, and then we say how good of an artist he was, and then life goes on. And the sad part about this is it's going to be another one that's going to happen.
Yeah. Have you seen the thing?
It's Cali.
Yeah.
And you know it was, and it's not their fault. It's not the girl's fault. It's not you know, people going to be, but it was a situation that's going to happen where it was. All I'm saying, people got to be safe. They got to know what they're doing when they go to Cali. Cali not like everywhere else. There's things you can do, things you can't do, places you can be in, places you shouldn't be in.
Right.
And
unless you from there and know how to move.
Know, check in when you go out there. You got it's different. Like,
you definitely got to have a big homie out there that is like, hey, I'm coming out here. You know, is this cool?
Like you definitely is just Cali's different. It's different. So it's just something you got to be really aware.
And if you don't got a big homie, just pay the toll. You don't have to pay the toll.
I'm just saying, with the white people. That's all I'm doing.
Beverly Hills, baby.
Exactly.
But that's where they got.
That's where they got Pop Smoke. They got Pop Smoke in Beverly Hills.
Well, he tagged himself like a retard song.
Yeah, he showed the address.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, but you know, he showed the address where he's gonna be at.
Y'all remember? Obviously, it's not that old of a movie. They definitely can't do that movie again. I'm the dude playing the dude disguises into.
Oh, Tropic
Thunder. They can't do that. That shit was funny.
He don't got to play
because they said full retard. You can't go full retard. You can't say that now.
Nah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All the stupid shit they had Robert Downey in blackface and we was laughing. That shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was funny.
My thing with the Robert Downey in the blackface, like people like, oh, he was in the black. But that was the whole. It was the satire of how
that was the point of the whole thing.
It was how ridiculous it is to play a
black.
Jack Black was doing cocaine.
He made the movie for me.
That shit was funny. But you know what? They don't play that movie. I haven't seen that movie in that long.
It be on FX all the time.
Really?
Yep. But think about it like this: if they swapped Brandon T. Jackson, is that his name? Brandon if they swap him for Robert Downey and they play that character, people gonna look at him like, oh, they made him play the stereotypical black dude in those kind of movies. But having Robert Downey Jr. like that, it didn't bother me not one bit. I thought it was hilarious.
And I think most people.
I got what it was. That was the point of what it was.
Yeah.
It was like,
I didn't have an issue with it.
You never seen it?
He was making fun of he was making fun of a method actor, not a
black person. about how crazy it took to what extent.
He made the movie.
But that shit was good.
It was funny.
Didn't that come out?
Hold on. It came out at the right time because a couple years later, that movie had not come out.
I don't think they could. Nah, if this come out now,
you can't remake. You can't do that movie.
So did it come out? Did it come out before or after The Machinist?
I think after.
After
it was after The Machinist.
I think it's after.
Okay.
Why?
Because I'm just thinking about like if he made a joke like that, and then if you think about it, you'd be like, oh, he making fun of method actors, and then Christian Bale loses all that weight when they could have digitized it. It just makes it a little funny.
And then,
go. No.
Can we get the shout out from my man Danny McBride? I like him.
Oh yeah, Danny McBride.
Danny McBride, and don't forget Tom Cruise was in
Tom Cruise wants to reprise that character.
As he should.
Yeah,
he came out.
He said he wants to reprise that character. I don't know if it's going to be a Tropic Thunder 2, but he wants to play that character in something else.
That is so perfect for him to spoof it.
He said that's one of the most fun roles he had.
He could spoof the entire industry with all that mess that they got going on right now with everything. I mean, they got a gold mine with him if they do something right with it.
And I saw it in theater. I wasn't even expecting it to be that funny. I really saw.
That
I was
was
like,
good.
oh man, they got Danny McBride, and then I was like, yo, I said Robert Downey, he might get me in, but I did not expect it to be that funny. And
yeah, that was a good movie.
I didn't expect that movie to be that funny, and I didn't expect Step Brothers to be that funny.
Oh, Step Brothers still one of the funniest movies ever.
Nope, I didn't.
One of the funniest movies ever.
Boats and hoes.
Because I was not like a big Will Ferrell fan at the time.
I felt like they freestyled that movie.
They
probably did.
It didn't feel like that to y'all? I feel like that wasn't scripted. I felt like it was freestyle.
I don't.
What's the other one that he did?
I liked him in. I liked the Mark Wahlberg.
I've only watched Talladega Nights once.
Oh yeah,
the other guys. Other guys.
Almost got into a fight in the other
I like
guys
other
in the
guys
movie theater.
because rocking. Why? Because somebody was talking.
No, I was laughing, and it was.
They told you shut your ass up.
Yeah, it was three boys. You could tell these college boys, right?
You only got to do 2 ha-has. You went ha ha ha.
No. I don't even remember what it was for. But all I heard was, yo, it ain't even that funny anymore. I was like,
yeah, you did 3 ha-has. I told you,
I was like, what? And he was like, you heard me. So I stood up. I said, so what you want to do then? And he was like, well, what you want to do? And then my ex at the time, she's like, y'all don't want to do this. Yeah. She's like, y'all don't want to do this.
Jiu-jitsu brain.
And I didn't have to say nothing else after that. I said, what you want to do? And then somebody that was in the movie theater went and got security and got them 3 kicked out. But I was ready. I was like, hey, we can do it. However they want to do it. It was
Fly Jones.
Yeah, I was out there like Floyd Mayweather versus Ab Judah.
That's the one where they killed off Rock and what's the name?
That was a good movie. Him and the Spanish girl.
Oh, Eva Mendes.
Oh,
yes.
And he was Gator back in the day. Gator don't play that shit.
Whatever happened to her?
Gator don't play no shit.
She's pregnant by Ryan Gosling.
Well, not only that, she said
she got pregnant by him.
Yeah, they married now. She stopped responding to my DMs too.
The guys got that.
Yeah.
That's been a minute. That's wild.
No, but
I think she blocked me.
No,
Teddy Long.
Yo, Ryan Gosling mess with her.
That's her.
Teddy Long.
They got kids.
Yeah, but she said that she stopped doing movies because she stopped.
Yeah, they got kids. I think.
Sexualized. Yeah, she got 2 kids. They got 2 kids together.
Yeah, where you been at?
I don't know. This one went past my head.
Well, this is what I always say about Ryan Gosling.
Hold on. Ryan Gosling is clapping.
But that's it's been years.
For a minute, I think they married, right?
Yeah, they're married.
Well, I did not know that.
2013.
But we've talked about this. This is what I always say about Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, he a G.
Ryan Gosling is the most low-key superstar ever. Like, you don't hear about him outside. When he do a movie, that's the only time you see or hear about him. He disappears when he's not doing a movie. Like, he go live his life. You don't hear about him. Ain't no drunk driving. Ain't no crazy stuff. He just gone. He disappears.
Probably read scripts.
Wow, yep. I did not know he was smashing her.
Yeah, they've been together for years.
Damn,
almost 10 years at least. Because they met on that one Outside the Pines, I think it's called.
I remember the movie Outside the Pine. Yeah,
that's where they met. I watched that when I was on a plane.
I just watched the movie with Eva Mendes. She was in a movie with Sam Worthington.
Yeah, he been with Eva Mendes since 2011.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute.
Damn.
Yeah.
and they was like cheating.
I did not know that.
But she stopped doing movies because she said she got addicted to home life, and then she started getting all those roles where it was like a sexualized Latin actor or character, and she didn't want to do that stuff no more.
Well, you know who never really blew up, but I used to love her too. As like my other Spanish actress outside of Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek is God tier for me, and then Eva Mendes is down here somewhere. J Lo's down here somewhere. But there's one that never really blew up.
Yeah, I like Sofia Vergara.
She older, right?
Yeah.
I ain't talking about her. I'm talking about there was Rush Hour 2.
Rosalind Sanchez.
Rosalind Sanchez. She never really blew up to Eva Mendes fame, but that's like my other.
Yo, I was like,
she was another
she
one.
In my run-ins
she was another one that
there.
checked them at the door. She was like, "Yo, I don't want to keep getting these roles where I'm like overly sexualized." So she checked them.
She was my girl on that cop show. What was it?
Yeah.
Without a Trace.
Yeah. But yeah, God tier.
There's so many of them, man. It's just like
I like
from dusk till dawn. From the first time I saw Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, she was God tier to Weinstein too.
Oh, this nigga, man.
The truth is the truth, though.
Well, I mean, he was.
The truth is the truth.
My bad.
The truth is the truth. The truth is the truth.
He just ruined my. All right, let's go to the next thing. But yeah, R.I.P. PNB Rock.
Yeah, that's unfortunately rest in peace.
But yo, did you see a thing where they said all those people on Empire
Records, and they all
talk about?
All been rocking the star ring.
And he got life insurance on all of them.
Yeah, and
they all got hit.
Empire Records got life insurance, and all the people, I don't know, all the artists, and all these people dying, and they collecting the check.
A good portion of them.
It was
a lot. Young Dolph,
Mo3.
Hold on, I can look right now.
Pop Smoke.
I think Pop Smoke.
Yep. He had like 7 people that died recently,
and they all had the ring on at some point.
That got to be like something more significant.
It's an indie label, but he puts life insurance on all.
King Von, Young Dolph, Mo3 Mo.
Yeah, that's
he
what
died.
I'm talking about.
Tentacion.
Damn.
Drakeo the Ruler died.
Yeah.
Stabbed.
I mean, it's just. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, it's sad that we got to sit here and Google on the fact on it. These young guys, that it's so many, man. And y'all got to chill, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's getting way out of hand, man.
It's been way out of hand.
Damn, I didn't know they had this many people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got Kendrick on the distribution deal.
Yeah, they just got him.
Yeah, you better duck.
All I know is don't wear that ring. That star ring. Everybody got that. Tupac had the star ring on, apparently, when the pictures.
Don't nobody here wear a star ring.
I'm not into stars like that.
I don't really rock.
I don't even wear jewelry.
Definitely don't like them now.
I do wear jewelry though.
I'm sorry. Where was I going with this? Am I missing anything?
Rihanna got the Super Bowl this year.
Rihanna did get the Super Bowl.
You see her thick behind.
She'll bring a lot of people with her. Jay,
you know what? You know what it is? I like Rihanna.
Yeah.
I don't like the baby by
ASAP
Rocky.
I fuck with Rocky though.
I do too.
I don't.
I mean, I put it like this. I mean, if you really look at it, ASAP Rocky gave us hope.
Gave who hope?
They gave us hope. I mean, a dude that ugly. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I felt, you know what?
ASAP get that. He had model.
I like ASAP.
Part of it is I didn't want her to be with nobody, but also part of it. But also part of it is I felt like she could do better.
It's more hate than
Selfish Trayvon right there.
Yeah, and I also felt like she could do better.
I'm just saying you could do better.
Yeah, but what he done?
But past rap, he's like internet. Like he's
what is he doing?
I don't know.
I guess. He get like Calvin Klein. Like he get mod. Like once you in model territory. That's a whole different.
But he do a lot of he probably do a lot of international stuff. Like when you don't hear people, out a lot. That means they across the water.
You know who do international stuff? Akon.
Yeah. He do a lot.
But Akon is mega rich. Though.
Yeah,
he on a diamond mine or something.
I'd have been okay with Akon. At least I'm like, he did it for the money.
He got all that bread from Lady Gaga.
I don't think it's real. I think ASAP Rocky. There's just something about it just ain't sitting right with me.
It's just like out of all people in the world, he got it.
It's the hate.
This thing was wearing dresses.
I'm hating.
He was wearing dresses and like hugged up with Tyler the Creator. Whatever, man. It is what it is.
No, that's a whole other
thing, bro.
I like Tyler the Creator. I'm cool with him.
He I know. I think he was modeling for Calvin Klein though.
ASAP or you said Tyler Creator? Yeah, he alright.
God damn it! Just threw my whole train of fucking Rihanna.
That's why you should be hating on people.
I would.
I think the performance gonna be good.
Yeah, dope.
They got a lot of songs they can pull.
I'm a
from.
messenger. I'm a messenger before the night over.
I hope they have some.
Do what you gotta do, bro.
I might get blocked.
I hope they got some good cameos. We know Drake's
they
not gonna
always
be.
do.
We know Drake's not gonna be a cameo, but
I need
she's
Shakira.
gonna have some good cameos.
What happened? Oh, Drake. It's a new rapper chick named Ice Spice.
Oh yeah.
Munch ain't feeling you.
She thought
flew
Drake
around.
was feeling her.
So like a couple weeks ago, Drake co-signed her and was like, "Yo, this song fire." Da 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 da. He flew her out to Toronto this past weekend or last weekend. They following each other. Whatever happened during this weekend, by the end of that, they unfollowed each other. And he put her back on the Greyhound. He didn't even fly her back.
This is news.
Yeah, it is because
They said Drake. They said Drake the Munch though.
Well, it's that new. She been making headlines.
Yeah.
So, it ain't even,
so apparently she's supposed to be in Delaware.
I'm about to pull
next
her
month.
cap.
Stop playing.
Next month at the Queen. I think
I will go down there and see her shake.
she's supposed to be at the Queen next month. But I also heard she's been canceling shows.
Yeah, because
her price went up.
Yeah,
yesterday's price is not today's price.
There you go, baby.
After they done paid the $4,000,
They didn't pay the $4,000 or $5,000. Now they charging $15,000.
They're gonna be like, but we paid yesterday's retainer, so
that may on some serious stuff that may kind of like screw with her business if she's doing something like that.
Well, I'm sure they could probably, if they got contracts, they could probably try to get her for something.
Yeah, so she better be careful with that mess, man.
But they ain't feeling you.
Because if you mess up with one promoter, I mean, that word go quick.
How many TikTok followers she got?
I don't know, but she blew up. She blew up in the past couple of weeks.
I didn't listen to her.
And she a little cute little girl. She only 22, and that's the thing. Drake older than me, and I mean, to each his own. But that freaking Rihanna shit got me.
You still stuck on that?
Yeah, it's just everything keep coming back to Rihanna.
I mean, she a gorgeous woman. I mean, what do you think?
My God.
God damn it. What am I missing? What am I missing? We was talking about blocking. My boy Teddy Long. What was his last name? Teddy Long.
Teddy Long.
He got hacked.
He said
went on a blocking spree today or yesterday, boy, and wasn't nobody safe. He was blocking AEW wrestlers.
He said he got hacked. He put a video out saying he was hacked though.
Yeah, but that's funny though for him for somebody to go in his shit and start blocking people they don't like.
He said, "I'm blocking you, or you got to go."
And that's like
Undertaker.
And it's like the most unlikely guy you would really think that was trending on Twitter.
Yeah, that's funny, man. Teddy Long, wrestling promoter. What do you call him?
Manager.
Is he really a manager?
Yeah, he was a referee.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah,
I like Teddy Long.
The man that wore do-rag capes.
Yes.
He called Kane a crispy cracker one time.
And he used to have the white boy challenge with Rodney Mack.
Beating him up in like less than 2 minutes.
So I say he's a legend, Hall of Fame. Yeah. Teddy Long, baby.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Let's go on with some more wrestling news.
You want to talk about the fight?
I'm gonna talk about Paige.
No, man, screw Paige.
Exactly.
And no, did we talk about them?
No, we weren't here.
Who?
Well, we was on hiatus.
No, we talked about the Punk fight.
Oh, I wasn't here. My bad.
Yeah, a couple weeks back.
Brian wasn't
here.
Yeah,
Brian was here.
No, Brian wasn't here.
He wasn't here.
No.
That's not that.
How long our break been?
Somebody's foot got broken. They was pulling a dog. Who was pulling out the dog?
We weren't here last week.
Oh no, CM Punk dog. CM Punk dog was in the fight. They said.
Oh, we talking about Kenny Omega.
Grabbed Larry.
I mean, can you see all that commotion? Just one of them just grabbing the dog.
Yeah. The funniest thing I heard is list the things you could hit a girl with and get away with it. You ever saw that? It was like open. It had to be in a bag of Lay's, but it can't be Ruffles. It has to be the regular Lay's. You can't do Ruffles. One of it was you could hit him with a baby pit bull if you grab the pit bull by the back legs and throw the front at him.
Oh dear God!
You could hit her with a sock filled with another sock. Yeah, but it's only one sock and it has to be folded. You can't be balled up.
I was just gonna say the only thing that's like got my interest with wrestling right now is this White Rabbit thing that's going on,
and that is making an allude to Ray Wyatt possibly taking a.
I think it's
making
a cool
making a comeback.
I think it's a cool viral thing that they're doing.
Yeah,
that they're
it's
doing.
It's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Cryptic messages happening.
Yeah.
It's something different that I like it. Though,
I was gonna skip AEW like that.
Yeah,
well, we'll come. We'll come back. We'll come back. Somebody gave me an interesting post where they making like a crew for them, and you remember the puppets? Did the puppets have names?
Yeah.
So that's what he wanted to do originally.
And he's saying certain people are going to fall in line to be in the puppets.
I mean, if you watch Raw, Wilson and Conor already starting
Yeah.
to go. Alexa Bliss, she
reverting back.
Oh.
It's supposed to be a couple other people, but they won't tell.
Yeah, but this one person, I gotta find the post.
I know what you're talking about. It was
a good list.
It was
Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross is one,
and Braun Strowman.
Braun was
Braun
Huskies.
is
Braun was Huskies. Karrion Kross was the other one. I know Scarlett was
Don't do it.
Yeah, Cross need to be on his own. He don't need to be in the mix with that.
Hey.
His whole
he be putting himself in good presence though if he did.
R.I.P. Brody Lee. That's who I would have put that. I like that original crew forever.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
I still remember like when they was premiering on Raw how I felt like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Great, that
good,
dude.
It was real good.
That same rocking chair that he had. Vince got it.
Did they ever go against? I'm sure they did. The Shield.
Yeah.
They was going back and forth a few times, right?
Nation Chamber.
No, but SummerSlam too, right? When Jericho was their partner.
No, when it was 3-on-3 though.
Man, they dropped the ball so badly with that. I remember I remember the promo when they was talking about it and they were beefing. Mm-hmm. And the promo, he said, Bray, it had to be the illest line I ever heard. He said, "We gonna crush." He said, "We're gonna crush your bones." And something. He said, "We're gonna scatter something. We're gonna let the streets dust with the crushing something." Yeah. It was so crazy. I was like, I was over there like bars, man. I think that's how you get me to watch WWE TV.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Bray Wyatt.
I think Bray's gonna show up for the War Games. That's where I think.
Who knows? They saying that
doing Bloodline versus whoever.
Yeah. I can see that.
And always bring him back. And
I can see that.
If he come out and be like, "I'm not done with you, Roman," somebody had to carry me up.
You know what would be perfect?
I'll never forget.
You know what? I would love. I would hold Wyatt off until Mania. Let him cost Roman his belt, because if you figure he came back and cost him his stuff after he was out, I would just do something kind of crazier like that.
What's
that's too
Kevin
long.
Owens?
No, they
everybody.
Kevin Owens is like whooping everybody else now, right?
Him and Theory get it in though.
Yeah, that was a good match Monday.
When's WrestleMania?
April.
It's usually April, right?
1st.
That's a long wait. That's a long wait.
Too long.
I mean, they've had this man with that belt for 2 years. I mean, they can do some stuff with it, man.
I think they're going to introduce him prior, and if he does fight him, he fights him. Don't look at this fool.
Oh, the butt fumble.
The butt block.
Whole ass. Just
But the interesting thing is it's not predictable anymore. It's really, for once, not predictable where you can predict everything. Yeah.
Speaking of predictable, you know what? I don't know if I should give you credit or not for this, Brian.
You're not gonna give me no credit. That sucks.
Again,
AEW, and I don't know now because of the whole thing with CM Punk. But he came back. Then he won the championship.
Yep.
We had talked about something. What happened? We were talking about something, and I felt like the MJF shit was real. But then you called something saying that you think
it doesn't work.
I probably said I didn't.
But it was something else. It was something else. You said something about CM Punk. I think you said he was going to win it. He was going to come back. He not really hurt. I thought CM Punk was really hurt. Me and him thought CM Punk was really hurt.
Yeah,
you said he not really hurt
with the foot thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And he wasn't. He came back and wrestled, won the belt that week. Whatever the case would be. But Moxley got the belt again.
I wanted Daniel.
I was like, to me, it was the point of making him lose.
I think they gave it back to him because they had to call him back. I think he's about to take a vacation.
Yeah, he was supposed to go away for a while.
Yeah, and they was like, "Look, you're already the champion before."
So we give it to Danielson.
They should have took the L and then went on vacation.
Yeah, but then it felt like, all right, we knew he wasn't supposed to be it.
Maybe Brian Danielson's phone got a text message from Paul Levesque saying how much longer you got over there.
Because apparently he's getting a lot of them guys back.
He might have one.
House of Black is done. They're all left.
House of Black is done.
Not like House
Sammy
of Black.
Guevara is basically done. Like a lot of people's last appearance was at
Sammy Guevara?
Yeah, he changed his name and everything. He's done.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of them guys' deals was running
and
up.
He basically said Tony Khan got on record.
He just had a match.
Yeah. All of them at Grand Slam, like House of Black, and them, they left.
So we're not going to see them win?
With your boy. You had the match with your boy.
Buddy Murphy.
He had the match
with
as
long as
Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
But Tony Khan...
That fat man, he called him too. You fat piece of shit.
And then he basically was telling people that if they don't want to be here no more, I'm not going to keep him no more. Yeah. That's why he let Aleister Black kind of leave.
But he also was he didn't want to be there anyway. Something wasn't right.
He never wanted to leave.
Yeah, something wasn't sitting good with him.
See, to me, it all started when Cody left.
And Cody said, like, this 2022 gonna be a rough year for AEW.
He said that.
Yep.
That was his last interview, sitting on them things in the back. He said, I don't know what I'm finna do.
He said 2022 going to be a rough year for AEW because it's going to be crazy. It's going to be...
They should never sign them XWD guys. That's all.
It's not only that. You got
so many of them.
That's a big problem. The other problem is they got guys that are in the ring that are EVPs, and that's going to cause a conflict of interest right there. Because who's going to want to put somebody over?
Well, for one thing,
I mean, it already happened. Now you got three guys going at it right now. So.
What was that pillar thing? Like
Sammy Guevara was one of them.
Sammy Guevara, MJF,
all his pillars they should be taken care of. They should not be the ones leaving. They shouldn't even talk about leaving.
Rose wasn't one of them.
Hangman.
Hangman, okay. Britt Baker, Sammy Guevara. Oh, wasn't it?
No, it was.
Wasn't it?
It was Darby, MJ. It was Darby.
It was somebody.
It was Darby.
It was Darby, MJF, Jungle Boy, and
Britt Baker.
Yeah, Baker. I think.
I mean, they're gonna be all right.
They can't lose their pillars, man. Like those are the ones they need to keep.
Going out the door already.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Sammy Guevara.
I don't see how you let. I don't see how you let the ones that everybody is like, yo, these are your cornerstones. I don't see how you let any of them leave.
Oh, and also I forgot. New World Tag Team Champion, baby.
They
had a good pop.
I didn't watch the what's the name?
Speaking of that, Keith Lee, can you please get in the gym, brother?
I need Keith Lee to run on the treadmill, man.
You can't Action Bronson looking more in shape than you, brother.
Action Bronson looked good in that match.
Yeah, he did. And I like the new.
He's tall.
He was moving quick.
Yeah, he was running. He was a little butterball. He's a little.
Yo, but
Ross was like, he's played some football in his life.
Nah, but y'all heard what happened with him though.
What?
He had a no bump policy in his contract.
Who?
Yeah, he didn't fall.
Yeah, he can hit the guys, but he
didn't fall.
He didn't take the bumps.
Oh, never mind. That's whack.
I mean,
he didn't fall.
Logan Paul taking bump. Bad Bunny taking
bump. I'm still saying the best.
Logan Paul still in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he about to fight Roman in Crown
October,
Jewel.
November.
Yeah. This nigga making money. Rihanna. What the fuck?
You still on that?
What Rihanna gonna do with wrestling?
I don't know, but
you do know Rihanna's opening a store here in Christiana Mall.
Oh yeah,
Savage Fendi.
Yeah, so you might have a chance to go up there and just grab her.
Hey, you want
to
bail you out? You should do like Borat when Pam Anderson came down. Why we all get a tape?
Bro, you need another can over there,
man. Nah,
Tavon, you need another can over there.
I'm good.
You sure?
I'm good. You need some grape orange to soak your feelings.
Hi, Rihanna.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, like Royce. Hi,
Rihanna.
That's where I got it.
Yo, Tavon really gonna do a Borat, y'all.
He just came out of nowhere with that.
Yeah, I'm here to buy.
Oh,
what the fuck did he just do?
He got
Clip
smacked.
him? Nah, he clipped him or something.
He got clipped.
He did like a leg trip.
Sweep the leg.
Oh. Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm not. Don't spoil
Watch the
nothing.
movie.
I'm 6 episodes in. Don't spoil nothing.
What is this?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
But you know they're making a movie, right?
Yeah.
They're making a movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
Cobra Kai?
Yeah. They're doing another part of
Karate Kid movie.
it. Karate Kid.
But
basically.
this season good, boy. This season good.
I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning watching that night, man.
I thought we still on AEW.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm about to tell the fans that they can catch me, Tri-State Tip, on Wednesday.
Yeah,
in Philly.
we'll be there.
Live.
Leah Core Center.
Person will be there.
Leah Core Center.
Leah Core Center.
Yeah, Leah Core Center?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Last song.
I need to make a sign, maybe. You see the signs in the font? It'd be like Pokemon Red over Pokemon Blue. It'd be shit like that in the crowd.
Hilarious.
Hi, Rihanna.
But go ahead and talk about Soraya. Go ahead and talk about Soraya.
You gonna bring up Paige?
You gotta call her Soraya.
Soraya. I mean, her name is now.
The wrestling.
It's
formerly
Paige.
known
The
as
form-
Paige
yeah, that was-
Saraya.
Artist formerly known as Paige.
All right, that's her real
luck.
name. But Robin Fenty.
Come on, Dad.
Is she gonna take your last name?
I'll take her last name. She got more money than me. I'll take her last name. Robin Fenty.
I think
We gonna see Tavon modeling Fenty for men.
Yo, Rihanna, since she got thicker, she looks better.
She always looked good.
She always looked good, but she put that.
It was that couple years where the forehead was a little forehead.
Listen, I ain't
But
care
outside of that,
outside,
but she
could've
something
banged
she
that
did,
joint on
something she did, it kind of like got rid. But other than that, Rihanna Fenty. All I can say,
Look,
I ain't got ASAP money.
I feel
All right, but
I feel you because
that motherfucker was wearing a dress, and
He probably paints his
I don't know.
toenails.
And he got bars.
I got this YouTube channel.
Oh my god.
He is serious. He is
gotta get
shooting
bars,
a
though.
heavy
Some
ass
bars,
shot
man.
right there.
And we weekly Mondays.
and he said he's got a sweet ass gaming seat too.
Oh, y'all ain't seen my new seat. Look at this shit. Look at the swivel on it. The hips moving, boy. Look, Rihanna. Look at the hip.
Oh my god.
Ariana.
It's all right. I feel you because I'm fully prepared to be Jason Del Rey. So
Oh,
Who the hell's that?
hopefully
Lana Del Rey.
my white girl gonna be there on Wednesday though.
Who?
She could help me out.
Who?
But
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm, baby, Tony Storm. I'm in the
gotta
building Wednesday. I'm hopping the gate.
And then CJ, you the bad bitch, and you notice none of them said that, right?
I'm hopping. Who?
Jay Cargill, what's wrong with y'all?
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Jay Cargill be on Fridays. She don't really be coming on Wednesday. She be in the back on Wednesdays doing the promo.
We'll see you Wednesday.
I think my favorite over there.
She gonna be there?
She wrestling Wednesday night?
I don't think she wrestling. She usually wrestles on Fridays.
They do
the
Rampage right after.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
Okay.
Oh, they tape it on the same day?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
she's gonna
Jay
be there for
Cargill.
like 4 hours,
Jay,
bro.
hey, fuck that shit I said about Rihanna. Jay Cargill.
Now you want to
Jay
say
Cargill.
Nah, cut the shit. Tony. She can't even say that no more. That sucks.
She can't say it. They
said that,
they mic her
Warren
out.
said
They
something
cut her
about
mic
it.
off when she say it. She still does it, but they cut her mic
they
off.
blur it
They
out.
blur it out.
Why?
Because the
much
MJF
more
fucked it
vanity.
up.
I heard
All the stuff they say on TV.
No, but when MJF said that, when
MJF did it, and they was like, "Yo, y'all can't do that again."
Because they definitely bleeped out shit the other day.
Yeah,
I did not.
when he
know
went
that.
on there and start dropping the F bombs like left and right, he was doing it when it was like actually like Warner Brother people there.
But it was fake.
Nah, but they
but
didn't
I think
take
he
it
was
serious.
real.
They didn't
something-
take because they
It was
cut out.
still real words being said on primetime TV.
Yeah.
on cable.
It was all just to get a reaction out of that crowd. That whole mess
I don't
was
know,
fake.
man, but
Yeah, but
he took a picture with
yeah, but Warner came down
Liv
on
Morgan.
them.
She alright too.
He cool with a bunch of
Oh,
them.
yeah.
He cool with
Yeah.
a bunch of the WWE.
He just all he doing is plotting his change, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did his thing, but yeah, Warner came down on them. They said no. Yeah.
All right. I'm missing anything else?
All right, are we nervous about Black Adam?
No.
No.
Nah. I think people gonna.
Does Black Adam come out next week after next?
Because they're
When
projected.
it come out?
October 8th, right?
Nah, 14th, I believe.
Okay.
I think it's the 14th or 25th.
Well,
No, it's the 14th. The 14th. It's the 14th.
It's before Halloween. I know that.
Yeah, it's the 14th. If I'm not mistaken.
Fuck that. We talking about Halloween. That's what we need to talk
about.
Nah,
I got 21st.
21st?
Oh, 21st.
So Halloween's the 14th.
Oh, Halloween comes out.
Oh, the movie Halloween. Yeah. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
We talking about Michael Myers putting on his black Air Force Ones. They're going to take it to his sister one more time.
The first one was good. Yeah. The second.
You didn't like the second one?
I liked it.
The best part was the end when they was stomping him.
That was the worst part.
That was the worst.
And then he was down there lacing up his black Air Force. I'm about to whoop your ass.
What's the name of that town?
Haddonfield.
I'd rather go to Flint, Michigan.
Oh, you must don't want no clean water.
And well, the motherfuckers will fuck Jason up in Flint. There ain't no way Jason got out of that.
Speaking of
Michael.
Mike Myers.
You heard they about to do a movie, right?
Yeah.
Are they?
Oh,
yeah.
Let's speak of some horror shit.
Yeah,
Hellraiser. You saw the trailer for Hellraiser?
Oh yeah,
for that.
They're looking good on Hulu. Yeah. If this is another hit, I'm gonna start looking at Hulu different.
But Hulu been having some good movies.
They've been taking their shit seriously.
Is it a movie or a series?
It's a movie.
I thought it was
It's a movie.
I thought it was a movie.
Somebody said it was
No, it's a movie.
No, it's a movie. It was supposed to be a series, but they just turned it into a movie.
Oh, okay.
But the chick playing Pinhead,
she's perfect.
Woo, she sound good.
When I seen the trailer with a little sneak behind thing, it was dope.
Yeah, it looked good.
I'm here for that. Because Hellraiser is like my number 3.
I'm slowly becoming a fall person. I'm always been, because I'm late September and it's like still a little warm, but it starts getting cool.
Yeah, we get the in between.
Yeah, change. But I think I'm going away from summer and becoming more fall. I like the hoodies and this summertime.
I know.
This shit all right.
Beaches. I like beaches. Oops. That was Jason that said that.
You mean Udoka said that.
Udoka was.
What about Smile? Y'all think that's going to be good?
Next week, right?
I'm going to go. I might go see that next time.
It's one of those ones you don't know. You don't know.
It was like, you remember the one movie, Happy
Death Day?
I was on the fence, then I watched it and I liked it.
Oh, the first one was really good.
You don't know about some of these movies. It'd be like, the premise is like,
I'll give it a
but
shot.
then you go see it. Like that one movie where it was cancer, Malignant.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was
I
ass.
don't think I saw that one.
Don't watch it.
You know what?
It turned into a fucking V for Vendetta. After it was a horror movie, and then it turned to V for Vendetta. I was like, what the fuck is this?
You know what movie I was like really anticipating watching, but it ended up not doing it for me enough was Black Phone. I was ready for that.
I thought it had. You know what? I thought it was gonna be a little scarier than what it was. The story was good, and I'm okay with it. I thought it was gonna be a little bit scary.
Yeah,
the way people was hyping it up on the reviews, I thought it was gonna be scary.
All right, I got a question on that one.
All right.
How do y'all think was Ethan Hawke was his villain? Was he y'all like him?
I think I needed to see a little bit. They didn't show him enough being terrorizing, but you was afraid of him. But they didn't show him.
I didn't know he had that. I didn't know he had that in him like that though.
He's got range.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke.
It's just weird. It was weird seeing him playing a villain like that though, man.
Yeah, I like Ethan Hawke.
This one of the time that I do watch a lot of scary movies. Though.
Yeah,
like you know a movie I watched the other day?
This
was it Faculty when he was selling the pens with the stuff?
The Faculty.
Yeah.
Oh, the Faculty. Yeah. I watched that early in the year. Usher, Elijah Wood, the girl from Fast and Furious was in it.
So what's your favorite Halloween movie of all time?
Like scary? Scary?
Something scary.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
I like Conjuring, man. I don't know
who
the Conjuring.
Oh, Conjuring. Yeah, Conjuring good. Damn.
I'll say because the first horror movie I watched
Halloween
was
3.
You know what? That gets some. If that wasn't called Halloween 3,
which one was Halloween 3? Which one was Halloween 3?
That's the one where they kept playing the song or whatever. It didn't have nothing to do with Michael Myers.
It was like a Celtic thing where they put a rune stone in a mask and they played the music.
It's a good movie.
You never seen that one?
It's not bad.
I just can't remember which one's 3.
Halloween.
If you take the Halloween name from it, it would be something.
Oh wait, no. See, I'm mixing shit up. I'm mixing shit up. Sorry. I'm mixing stuff up. You don't know how many I've been seeing like a bunch of random Jason movies. I've seen a bunch of Halloween movies. So Halloween 1, Halloween 2.
Well, Halloween 2 was the first horror movie that I watched, and that was like my
Halloween
favorite.
2 still got what's her name in it?
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Halloween 3. What the fuck is Halloween?
That was when they was just in a random town.
Yeah.
So a lot of people skip over it.
Mm-hmm.
I may have seen it.
I got Halloween.
It's Halloween
not 4
bad though.
was
when he
later.
Chasing, when he was chasing his daughter.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, I guess Carpenter wanted to do it was going to be an anthology. He was done with Myers after the first film, but that movie, he got paid a hell of a lot. Well, you got an independent film that cost like what,
70,000.
Yeah, and it made like 19 million.
That's big money back then.
Yeah.
And back in the 79s, 19 million. That's like. Whoa, that's buku money. Mm-hmm. So, and then apparently he got writer. I don't know if this is true or not, but they said he had writer's block.
Yeah, because he didn't do nothing for a while.
And he was just like, he didn't even want to write it at all. So he basically did part 2, and he was like, when he had him burned up at the end and shot in the eyes, that was his way of saying I was killing him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But what he did was smart. He sold the character rights to the Akkad family, but he kept the score. Because he said, well, they're going to pay me out of something. Yeah. I mean, it's smart because if you look at it now, he gets paid just from that. Mm-hmm. And Carpenter is a unique dude anyway. He always wanted to be a musician.
Yeah.
He did not want to. He did film is just to try to finance his whole.
Who did Hellraiser?
Clive Barker.
Clive Barker. I'm mixing them up. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Carpenter. Carpenter. He wanted to be a rock and roll musician.
Okay.
But he was doing movies on the side.
Clive Barker is a name to have for if you wanted to be a musician. Now that'd be.
That just sounds like somebody.
Just seems like
he sounds like somebody that makes scary stuff.
Look. That's
Bruno.
That's future baby mama.
I still do have a crazy Nightmare on Elm Street story that I'm saving for next month.
So Nightmare on Elm Street, I had a nightmare as a child about Freddy Krueger before I watched the movie. And when I watched the movie and found out he attacked you in your dream,
really messed you up,
fucked me up for a week. It was only 2 movies that really got me as a kid. That when I saw it. And Chucky when he sliced not it didn't Chucky didn't scare me, but my grandmother had a basement and the stairs had an open stairs so you could get to the remember the scene he cut the Achilles of somebody going down the steps.
And he told dude, he said, how's it hanging fit?
So I would jump. I wouldn't go down the steps in the basement. I would jump like 7 stairs.
So wait, let me ask you this: was you scared?
I was just afraid something was underneath the fucking staircase.
You wouldn't would you be scared to put your foot by your bed?
No.
I know a lot of people that used to be scared of that.
See, I didn't see it probably until middle school.
Wow.
Like I was older when I saw it.
Me too, honestly. Yeah,
but
me too.
Friday 13th, I was still like, I was like 12. Like I was still in like 5th grade or younger when I first saw A Nightmare on Elm Street. Sorry, not Friday. Nightmare. What the fuck?
Come on, Jimmy.
He intercepted it?
Nah, but I mean, he already stepped out of.
All right, yeah. All right, I'd rather take that than the interception.
Yeah, because that was a pick 6.
Dummy. What the fuck? Sorry. So yeah, as far as scaries, I don't know what my favorite. I can't.
It's hard.
Conjuring's good. Everything. It's different stuff. Right. Like I was into zombies most of my life. So that 90s,
like 28 days later.
that 90s.
You sure it was early 2000s?
What the fuck?
I think the 90s probably had the best horror films that came out.
What's the zombie movie? It was a remake.
Dawn of the Dead.
It depends on what kind of
Night of the Living Dead. There was a 90s remake with Candyman.
I know. That was
my first zombie movie I ever saw. That shit blew my mind.
Really?
It made me love short hair white girls, and it made me like zombie. What the fuck? And ever since then, I've been loving zombie movies. But Dawn of the Dead in the 2000s. 28 Days Later.
Yeah,
I like a good zombie.
George
and
Romero.
you know what? Walking Dead kind of ruined the zombies genre. It made it kind of cliche now.
What kind of brought it to the forefront again?
Yeah, it when it first came out, it brought a lot of like everything wanted to be zombies. There was a bunch of. Yeah. I hope Last of Us the series, and it's not zombies. but I hope it kind of brings a new light to that kind of genre, that mindless,
it's a different type of zombie.
Yeah, and making it a little bit more graphic than what could be shown. It's like a video game.
Are they making a series?
It's an HBO series. It's an HBO series.
Pascal, right?
Yeah. I didn't really like him as the pick, but I'll live with it.
I'm not big on zombies, but I do have a list of.
So what's your genre?
I like Zombieland is probably my number one.
Zombieland. I like Zombieland.
I like, even though it's not technically horror, I like I Am Legend.
I like I Am Legend. Yep.
I like Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead.
That was good.
That was one of the first ones that I looked at.
That was good.
He actually got the zombie movie right.
He was the first one to make the zombie.
That changed my life. Like, I was used to the old zombies, but when I first saw that done, I'm like,
he's the first one to make
let's go. This is how we got to do this from now on.
Yeah, so I never, and then my last is probably going to be Zack Snyder's last zombie movie, the one on
Netflix.
I saw it
that was
in
good.
theaters.
Okay.
It was good.
It was good.
But Batista.
What's your go-to genre for horror?
I'm more of a, I'm not much of a slasher gore person. Like some stuff, I rock with. Some stuff I'm like, I'm that creepy ghost paranormal.
Okay, I can rock with
horror.
that. I can rock. I think I rock with that more than a slasher.
Because to me, that's the most. That's the realistic. That's the.
It's not. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Really be happening in your house versus like I know. Jason's
we're gonna
have,
you know what?
My front door and all that.
I gotta look at the dates, but the closer we get to Halloween, we're gonna save that Sunday for a Halloween special, Halloween episode, themed episode. All right, we're gonna talk about the horror movies.
We're gonna talk about
Vampire
in Brooklyn. That's the best.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Vampire in Brooklyn. We can talk about all of it.
That's what I got one question. I got one question.
Yeah.
Now, one of my favorite. Is it a Halloween? Is it a horror movie or is it a Christmas movie? Krampus. Love it. Krampus might be my favorite.
What about Halloween Before Christmas? Or what was it? Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's gonna be a classic forever.
Krampus. It's both.
I like it, man.
It's both.
Loved it.
It's both.
I loved it.
I watch it at both times.
And then
I say it's more Christmas.
And now that you brought up Nightmare Before Christmas,
because of the snow.
You know they wanted to do a sequel, but they want to CGI it, and the creator, he only wants to do it. He's got to do stop motion.
Animation.
He said, "I'm not. If it's not stop motion,
he won't sign off on it, man."
Okay.
He's holding his ground on it too.
Yeah.
They said everybody.
Yeah, keep it how it was. Keep it how it was.
Do a stop motion because that old way worked for it.
Yeah. What's your go-to horror?
I love a slasher film.
Yeah, I can see that.
I love a good slasher film. I like all horror in general.
Yeah.
I love horror. Period. It's just the mystique in it that gets me going, and that gets me riled up for it. I love it, but I just actually conquered my fear since HBO Max put it on. I have been like terrified of The Fly, of that movie that used to be a creepy ass dude. But now I watched it by myself.
Okay.
And I'll just say this. Gina Davis was responsible for all this shit. She's basically calling that man out and saying he was weak and everything. So he jumped in the pod and got in there. If you really rewatch it again, it's a sad movie.
Every stupid thing we do isn't it behind a woman?
Yeah.
And Rihanna. Stop. What's your favorite scare? Brian.
I was gonna say if you want to watch
what's your go-to genre of horror?
All of it. I don't have a particular.
All right, then what's your top? Like, we'll rattle a couple off.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
First Hellraiser.
Okay.
I would say the Texas Chainsaw.
You going with slasher to me? It sounds like slashers to me.
These are the ones, and I was gonna say I just looked it up. Better Watch Out. And how many are we doing? That's 4.
What's the last one?
I think I get
Better
4.
Watch Out.
4.
Oh, okay. Better Watch Out.
I never heard of that one.
It's a Christmas horror movie with the boy from Stranger Things.
Which one?
What's his name?
Steve?
No. I don't know who their character names are, but he played in the Power Ranger movie, the latest one.
Oh, Dockery. Something. Okay.
That one. That's recent.
I ain't see that one.
That's like 2017. It's dope.
I ain't see that one.
That one. Let's see. The Blob. The
I like the Blob.
Remake of the Blob, the one we was watching
here. Yep.
And if I'm gonna pick one last one, do you consider
Lion King?
No. Do you consider Seven? Is that a horror movie or a thriller?
Seven.
It can be both.
Seven.
It can be both.
A horror movie.
Wait. Who in Seven? Remind me of Seven. Real quick.
That was Brad Pitt.
Morgan
Freeman.
I would put that. Yeah, I would add it in there. It's drama,
psychological thriller,
and horror.
Or horror elements.
Yeah, because of serial killer.
Now
you can put it in there. Corey. What's your go-to horror?
I like slashers.
Slashers?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your top slasher? Michael Myers?
Who?
Michael Myers?
Yeah. I like that. I'm
a Freddy.
What is it? Michael Myers. But then I like the old Puppet Masters and Children of the Corn.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And I like those.
No, those, yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. Puppet Masters scared the crap out of me. Them little legs walking.
Yeah.
They was doing people.
The toys.
Yeah, Pet Sematary, even I was mad at the remake.
Yeah. I didn't even bother.
I liked it.
That was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't care for the remake. I watched it. I didn't care for it.
That was
and I like
terrible.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I always like the old one. I like the one from 1990 that had Viggo Mortensen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I was a weird kid. And I watched like Bordello of Blood. I watched that one with Jada Pinkett.
Demon Night.
I never seen that one.
And zombie shit.
Hard.
And zombie shit.
That was more like a horror comedy.
Yeah, but Billy Zane, his name, he should have been Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but you know
Billy
what's crazy?
Zane would have been a good.
You know what's crazy
Luthor.
in that and Blood Night was a Demon Night.
Demon Night.
They were all arguing over that blood.
Yeah, and that's what it was. I used to stay up. My peoples would be asleep, and I would end up watching
Tales from the Crypt.
And I'd be watching these weird little stories, and then a movie Blob would come on. I'll start watching the Blob. It'd be stuff like that.
I got a rant about Tales from the Crypt.
Good.
Get y'all shit together, HBO Max.
You think it should be on there?
Hell yeah!
Who got the right? Somebody got the. We gotta see who got the right.
It's a rights issue going on.
Yeah, I gotta see who got the right.
That one episode I always remember. That boy with no face.
And it's the other one, like Tales from the Crypt.
Basketball.
Yep, that's the only one everybody remembers. That's the only one I remember.
I seen a bunch of them. I can't even remember.
I remember the one where not Oprah, but Whoopi Goldberg was on there. I remember
a lot of directors like who we know
got their
now.
start.
Yeah, it was on there. Yeah,
a lot of
folks.
What's the other version that was it? Stephen King.
Robert Englund even directed the episode.
Yeah,
before.
Tales from the Dark Side, right?
No, it's.
I love that movie too.
They had a movie and it was an anthology movie, and then they came out with others, and they actually got a new series. Not a new series, but they redid it on AMC. Creep Show had me afraid to get in fucking lakes. There was one short on Creep Show about this fucking blob thing in the water in the lake. Did you ever see that one?
That was Stephen King and Romero.
Stephen King, yep. Earlier on, yeah, it was Stephen King. But yeah,
speaking of
go ahead.
Tales from the Dark Side, just series wise, Tales from the Dark Side and Monsters were my favorite horror series.
Okay.
A lot of people don't remember Monsters. Monsters used to come on with Tales from the Dark Side. Tales from the Dark Side came on first. Monsters would come on second.
Okay.
If I show you guys the intro, y'all be like, oh yeah, I remember that show.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it back a little further. Now it's gonna show my age. It was a show back in the day on Fox.
War of the Worlds.
No, that one too.
On the radio.
Nah. Orson Welles. It was a show back in the day called Werewolf. It was when Fox had first started. I mean, if you Google it, it was crazy. It was about this college student. And his boy had got bit by one, and he was telling him, like, at midnight, you better, like, shoot me, or this thing's going to go down.
That's real old school.
And the guy was like, nah, he said, stop bullshitting. And it ended up happening. The clock turned midnight, and his hand had a pentagram, and it turned into it. Nah, I'll sing you the trailer.
Right. You ever saw Kojak?
Night Stalker?
The Night Stalker?
It was okay.
I seen Cujo.
Cujo was good. Cujo had me afraid of dogs that look like that for a minute.
Cujo had me messed up.
Now, what was the spider one?
Arachnophobia.
Arachnophobia. Oh yeah, that came out in 2000. It was like like 90s.
Right?
That was 90s.
No. They had to remake them.
One of my favorite.
I know the old one. I don't know the remake.
Like
David Arquette was in it.
Oh, like one of my real.
That says enough.
Huh?
Eight-legged freaks.
You know what it is? Like
Oh yeah. You're right. You're right.
You know what? Like one of the best horror movies that ever was filmed. Though.
James Gunn.
People Under the Stairs. That was like
that's
my favorite one.
The little black kid.
Fool.
It's funny. I just finally watched that movie last year.
What?
Okay.
What's your assessment?
It was funny as shit. I was just like, you mean tell me them people really living up under?
Ain't that the one with the dominatrix clothes?
Yeah, the man had a shotgun with shooting.
He said, "Who's the fool? You're the
fool." Yo, I was mad when Roach got shot and killed.
Yeah, it was
I was ugly crying on that one though.
We'll bring up some things to talk about for the Halloween special.
Yeah,
we'll try to bring up the forgotten Halloween movie or forgotten horror movies.
Yeah, you watched it before.
We'll try to rank the all time.
What? That is like
one of my
cult classic.
We'll also try to rank what's the top. I'm sure it's gonna go to Halloween, but let's rank top Halloween horror movies as well.
Halloween is not in my top 10.
Wow. Well, we'll save it. We'll have a little powwow. And we'll bring our arguments to the table.
We're getting another Jeepers Creepers. All right.
Oh yeah. Did you see 3? Yeah. Did you know there was a 3?
Reborn? Is it called Reborn? 3. No, Reborn's the newest one.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah, there was a 3rd one.
Yeah, but the guy who played the creeper isn't him. They, I guess, since the cancel culture. Well, you never heard of. I don't know if I think you know about what happened with that whole thing.
The writer director.
Yeah, that's why 3 didn't go in theater.
Well, Victor Salva. Victor Salva was a child pedophile. Not the whole movie. He did this movie called.
He's a child pedophile.
Yeah, he's a child predator.
He's 13.
He was messing around
14.
I'm saying child pedophile.
Yeah, child pedophile.
He was 16. He was 16.
He was pedophile. He's touching kids.
Yeah, he was sick in the damn. He's sick in the damn head. But basically, like a long story short,
never go full pedophile.
No.
Never go partial pedophile. But no pedophile at all.
Who said that? That was crazy. All right, that's it for this week's episode. We're gonna say. Go ahead. Get one last one.
Make sure y'all watch the Dream Team thing. See
the Redeem Team.
Yeah, on Thursday. This Thursday.
What are you talking about?
This is gonna be the first
the
show
Netflix joint.
On the Dream Team or the Redeem Team? The Redeem Team. Yeah. We're gonna catch that. Yeah.
Kobe went in there and said, "I'm tired of y'all."
Keanu Reeves back as Constantine. We're gonna end that. All right.
Welcome back.
Keanu Reeves back as Constantine, like we was hoping for.
One of my favorite.
Yes, sir.
Movies. How Keanu Reeves coming back, man? We still ain't got a Man of Steel sequel. Sorry. That's my rant.
Restore the Snyderverse.
Okay. All right.
I don't think nobody's ever.
Let's call it. Let's call it. We at 127.
I mean, we missed 2 weeks though.
Yeah.
A lot of catching up.
Yeah.
Let's take it to $130, man.
Yeah, but you did hear they supposed to be selling Warner Brothers now.
Hold up, we talking about this. We talking about football today.
What?
What's there to talk about? What happened? Who won? Eagles? Bengals? What's your record? 2-1? 1-2?
1-2.
Well, you gotta wait a couple more weeks before you start.
We got Dolphins this week.
Go ahead, Eagles fans. Y'all quiet, man.
Eagles fans, go ahead and get y'all.
No. I don't get no kind of reactions to week 5.
All right, NFL news. Rihanna.
It's doing the Super Bowl.
T-Vog.
We got
to have you.
I'm trying to go full retarded.
2 minutes. 10:30. You got 2 minutes. What can we chime in on 2 minutes?
About nobody want to take over DC Films.
Nobody want to take it.
Nobody want to be the lead. Nobody want to be the.
They can't get nobody doing
Zack
it.
Snyder.
Nobody. He don't even want it.
He said, I heard they offered his wife.
We didn't even talk about the dude that's going back to be Magneto.
Ian McKellen?
Yeah.
Well, is that confirmed, though? I don't think it got confirmed. I don't think it got confirmed. It's rumor. It's rumor.
Ooh, damn.
But I think what you just talking about, nobody wanting to be the lead dog in DC's movie department is a major problem.
Well, backtrack to what he said, but make a long story short, supposedly David Zaslav is talking about selling selling it down to Universal Studios.
Yeah. You should. You might as well just dust it off your hands.
Apparently,
let Disney buy it.
No, look like Universal may be getting it. Well, what they're doing now,
the Marvel vs. DC,
supposedly, because
Vin Diesel gonna be a star in DC. You already know how it's gonna be.
Are you gonna say a family?
Yeah, well,
family. With
who you gonna be? Who you gonna be?
If Vin Diesel,
he gonna have Superman.
Vin Diesel as Vin Diesel.
If Vin Diesel goes over there, The Rock gonna go right to the MCU. He gonna be like
Vin Diesel gonna be Martian Manhunter.
You know who I can see The Rock as? Mohawk Gladiator. Is his Gladiator? His name Gladiator?
Yeah, from the
Shi'ar Empire. That's what I can see as The Rock.
Okay.
I've been saying that for years. If he came to the MCU, can be
that's not a bad decision.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that pick.
But make a long story short, quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Universal is looking to buy Warner Brothers catalog because they don't have a streaming services. Well, I think they do. But
who don't?
Universal do.
No, they don't.
I think Universal because of the Peacock network. That's a part of it.
Yeah, you might be.
But
like their own separate entity.
Yeah, but they want to add more to it because Universal doesn't have any original content outside of.
They got one franchise.
They only got the Halo series.
Fast and Furious.
They got the Halo series on.
That's Paramount.
Universal not in Paramount?
Nah, Paramount got
Paramount by itself.
Universal's like the third big dog.
So they're looking to try and have
no streaming service?
No, they didn't. They're the only one that didn't make one yet.
Nah, so they're saying that Zaslav is basically looking at all the stuff that isn't doing it. He's selling it off or he's canceling it to make the HBO thing look to make it look more profitable. They can't legally buy it until 2024, but that's what they're saying. If all the changes and the stuff that they're doing, that's the way they're going because they got a lot of contracts that they're going to have to negotiate. But if that happens, it's going to be a lot of rights issues that's going to happen because if Universal inherits that, they're going to inherit the comic problem. And that's going to be another big issue.
Okay.
Because that's going on with Marvel right now with some of the rights to them characters since Disney didn't want to pay out that money.
Right.
Hold on. So I'll ask this question, and we ain't all got to answer, and we can also let the people answer in the comments. Does this mean that with this all happening, does this mean that people care less about the properties of Superman, Batman, and all of them? Do they care less about that? And care more about the Marvel characters like Captain America, Iron Man, and all of them
because of the change?
No, just because no one wants to deal with those people. No, they don't want to. They don't want to make those kind of films.
Nah, I don't think it's not that they don't want to make those films. I think nobody is really sure what to do with it.
No one's really stepping up. Because
direction.
I always say. When you make those kind of films, you need to have somebody that's a fan of those properties to make them. Yeah. That's what's making them.
I don't think that's the issue. I don't think that's the issue. I think if it was a clean slate, there'd be a bunch of people jumping up on there trying to do it. But they have to resolve what happened in order to move forward. And I think nobody got a real good execution plan about that.
I guarantee there's a person
outside of Zack Snyder.
I guarantee there's a person right now that loves Green Lantern that doesn't want to
will
work
make
with them.
a solo Green Lantern movie. But that's not what the people want. What they want is a coherent universe going forward, and they either have to continue.
Go ahead.
And that's what the thing is. Nobody wants to be the person to make the decision about how to move forward. Do we recast everything, or do we stay the same course and make the Snyderverse the definitive cinematic verse, or do we say, you know what, that's done, we got to go new for that? But new means new Batman, new Superman, new everybody.
I just don't think they. I don't think they have someone. I don't think they're hiring people that care. Because even Zack
I think
Snyder,
nobody knows the answer.
Even Zack Snyder made the comment that he thought it was weird to have Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill in their costumes talking to each other. He made that comment.
I get that point. So
he don't really love the genre. If you love the genre, you don't make those kind of comments.
I think Zack Snyder can do it. I think Zack Snyder got played already, and they don't want to go back to Zack Snyder because they showed that Zack Snyder may have had a winning formula.
And they just
it wasn't going to beat Marvel.
Want to kiss the ring.
Right. And he's going to tell them. He's going to tell them to kneel down, and they say we're not kneeling down.
I like the Snyder cut of Justice League, but it's not a rewatchable film.
No, it's not. But it was a good film. It was a good movie. It was good.
You can piggyback off of.
It was good. It was good.
I mean, like I said, if they don't like Snyder, period.
And I think that's what they're choosing not to go that route.
But he's got a lot. But he's left a lot of breadcrumbs in there for them because they're going off some of their stuff.
Exactly.
And this is where it's getting. That's the problem.
That's the issue. It's saying, okay, we still going to release Black Adam. We still going to release Shazam. We may get a Wonder Woman 3. However, going forward, you could do everything you want after that. And then somebody's like, nah, you can't do that because now we building on a world that don't belong in my world.
Well, I guess they were going to try and change all that when they did that. They were supposed the whole thing with the Flash was supposed to lead up to the crisis in Infinity War. And that was supposed to reset everything.
Correct, but it was going to do it stupid.
But if you
it's the only way I could think.
It was a dumbass.
They were trying to do a new. I don't want to call it feminist movement, but they were trying to do a new 2022 world version of let it be minorities, women ran, and I don't got nothing again. And you shouldn't say that because that's what they say. You shouldn't say, "Oh, I got gay friends." When when you're trying to prove that you're not gay or anti-gay, you shouldn't say that.
Or racist.
Right. But the route that they were going toward
what it was going.
Women-led minorities. I get it. It's cool. There are really good women characters already existing in DC Comics that you can expand upon without having to go that route. What people want to see is y'all answer to Avengers. What people want to see is how y'all going to go against what Marvel did for the past 10 years and is about to do for the next 10 years when they release Fantastic Four, Kang, X-Men. How are y'all going to counteract that?
And
they have no real answer.
I understand that, but at the same time, you got Black Adam that's coming out, and that is a passion project of The Rock. The Rock wants to do
Black
that.
Adam may not get a sequel.
But hold on,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
It doesn't matter if it has a sequel or not. The thing about it is somebody who is passionate about doing that.
But it don't matter.
It does matter because those movies aren't good. Those movies aren't good because the people that's making them.
They have to reshoot Black Adam, right? Didn't Black Adam get ranked the lowest?
Well,
no.
Second lowest. It got ranked the second lowest.
Well, they did a test.
They had to reshoot.
They did a test.
And that was a passion project. It don't matter if it's what matters.
It does matter.
What matters is yes, the story always matters.
Because the Rock doesn't want to look bad in anything he does. I think it's more about making him look better than the film is.
What about Get Shorty or not Get Shorty? What was the name of that movie? He was the gay. Be cool. The point is,
I think what's going on.
Marvel is different. Marvel was different because they gave you movies that hit individually, but they also gave you something to look forward to. What do you have looking forward to? All right, so let's say something DC that you're looking forward to.
Wonder Woman 3.
See that? And what
you looking forward to Wonder Woman 3? You like Wonder Woman 2?
I'm not mad. And you know what? I'm not mad at him saying that. I'm not mad at him saying it.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like Wonder Woman 2.
I didn't like the second one either.
I did not like. And honestly, do you like Gal Gadot or do you like what they doing for Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman 1, I liked. Yeah. Half of them, 3/4 of Wonder Woman 1, I liked. Outside of that, the rest of Wonder Woman kind of took a tail dive. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They phoned it in at the end. But the point I'm trying to make, and this is just from I look at it as from a creative standpoint. These dudes that's doing the Marvel films, they get people that's passionate about this, and it's not even like it makes it makes a difference, man.
They got a formula, they got a winning formula, and I can tell you, it's not really passion because they change it.
No, they have a guy that wants to see these movies succeed. He's not worried about the money. That's why he's hired the guys that wrote Fantastic Four. They got nothing on their IMDb that gives them the credentials to write this film. They don't.
The new Fantastic Four.
And that's what everyone's talking about. They're like, yo, these dudes don't even have the credentials to write this film, but they got it.
I'm good with that.
So he's going to get people that are passionate about these projects.
I'm good with that.
DC is hiring the hot. They are hiring the hottest person to try to do these films.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
I felt like Zack Snyder was passionate about it.
Yeah, Zack Snyder was passionate.
But you can't make a comment saying that you thought that it's weird that your main character.
It's weird.
Hold on.
It's weird.
I'll say this in Snyder's defense.
It's a superhero film.
He can see through
I will say this.
It's not supposed to be in their costume.
I'll say this.
Superman ain't got no costume. Look, man.
I'll say this. I'll say this in
got an
defense.
S-curl.
I'm sorry, man. That took me out.
I'll say this in defense of Snyder on this.
If Kevin Feige was like, yo, I find it weird when Iron Man is talking to Captain America in his iron suit through his mask.
But that's Kevin Feige. No.
It's the same.
No, it's not.
It is the same.
Kevin Feige gives his directors leeway about what they do, as long as they cover certain subjects. As long as they cover certain subjects.
I'll put it like this.
Thor 4 was the worst Marvel movie I've seen. Worse than Thor 2. No. I'm going there. I'm going.
That's not
what.
The point
Go ahead.
Is not that.
And Taika Waititi wasn't passionate about it.
That's not the point I was making. That's not the point I was
making.
Gore
the God Butcher wrote itself. That storyline wrote itself.
Absolutely 100%.
But the director and the story writer decided to take a different route because he wanted to make it funny.
Hey, you know what?
And they also couldn't use a symbiote because it's a Sony thing.
And that's fine. That's fine. But he still could have did a more serious storyline. But he chose 100%. To go. And that had nothing to do with Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige said, "You know what, Taika Waititi, you had a winning formula in the last one. I trust you."
I mean, I'm like
the director changed that tone of that movie and kept making that damn.
But hold on, I'll just say this in defense of Snyder. Everybody has their different opinion with this whole costume. Some things in the comic book, I still read these things. I don't even like them sometimes. But it depends on how it's going to look on film or how they're shooting it and however the context of the scene is going to be. I really don't care that he said that. It doesn't matter to me one bit because some people, they say they don't like Jason in a hockey mask. Some people do. Who gives a shit? At the end of the day, he's still going to wear the damn suit. You're going to have I'll put it like this. If we go this route with it, then everybody going to say, well, why is Superman wearing a cape under the shirt and everything?
Why he wearing the mustache?
The whole 9 yards. I mean, it's dumb. It's a common question I'll be asked. Who cares at the end of the day? At the end of the day,
it makes a difference because those movies they're not selling.
Well, I'm ready.
They want to continue to reboot them. And
it's not because of the mask, though. It's not because of the mask that made that movie not sell.
No, there's the problem is they don't. What I'm saying is they don't have the people that are passionate about these products. That's
sure.
But here's the thing.
I think it's hard for me to agree with that when I know Zack Snyder got a new good movie.
Ryan Coogler's passionate about making.
Zack Snyder's cut was a good movie.
Peyton Reed.
So it's hard for me
about making Ant-Man. You had the Russos who were passionate.
It's hard for me to agree 100%. It's hard for me to agree 100% because I saw the Snyder cut. Mm-hmm. I saw the Snyder cut.
Because I'll put it like this:
the Snyder cut was supposed to have been the most rewatchable movie he did.
No,
why not?
It doesn't because it's four some hours. Nobody gonna keep rewatching it.
You see how much money Avatar made this weekend?
I didn't.
It made $10 million. It was number 2. Avatar came out 2009. It was number 2 the whole weekend.
Back in 1979, what's his name made $16 million off a $70,000 movie.
I'm done.
It was a little movie called Halloween.
I mean, I feel like rewatchability is subjective though, because I love superhero movies, but honestly, I can't tell you. I don't watch a lot of them back. Like the one that I've watched the most is Constantine. I've watched Constantine 100 times.
I feel like that's an easy watch, though. It's different. It's different.
When I sit back, it's a lot of movies that I love.
I'll watch a good movie back if it's good. I don't care how long it is.
See, me, it just depends.
It just wasn't that good to watch again to me.
Like, I love Sucker Punch. I watched
Sucker Punch was good.
I like
it. A handful of times. But there's certain movies like I don't find myself going back and watching I love superhero movies, but I don't watch them a bunch of times. So
to that okay. I'll speak to that community that do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That community that don't keep talking about Justice League Snyder Cut. They don't. They're all saying it's a good movie, but it still didn't hit the mark. And if it hit the mark, there would be no reason for them to keep wanting to have these conversations.
If they would have put out this whole issue, they should have put they should have just put this Snyder Cut out to begin with.
Hold on.
That's the problem.
The fan cry for it to be released is bigger than the fan cry about continuing it.
It got released
because other stuff happened afterwards.
Because people said that movie was too long and it wasn't that good.
Because other things happened afterwards.
It ain't got nothing to do with that. That movie was not that good to keep making more movies off of.
When did the Snyder Cut come out? 2020?
March 2020.
When did the original movie come out?
2017.
November.
No, like 16.
No, it didn't come out. March.
It didn't come out right away.
It was.
What they should have did.
21. It was 21. It was 21.
Closed out in theaters.
And here's
the
thing.
original didn't come out till like 16.
Here's the thing. I mean, you can have people that are passionate about these.
I still got the picture on my phone.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. So we talking.
I mean, we can have anything. But
that movie already played its role in culture. In culture, in comic book movie culture, the movie is already set.
It got panned to the point where they wanted to release something that they said they didn't exist.
And this one pisses me off too.
They said it didn't exist. Even Zack Snyder said it didn't exist.
No. I'm saying
he said there was no
impact.
Snyder cut.
The impact.
Once that NDA got lifted, there's a Snyder cut.
The impact.
We were trying to go on Twitter and make it a thing.
Of Justice League had already happened.
And you know what? Snyder won just because of the fact that he basically said
he raised against the machine.
No, he won against the machine and won, and basically now they're looking at him like he's like maybe we were on to something. Marvel does not have perfect movies.
No, none
hell, because they didn't neuter the hell out of the Hulk. They didn't did some dumb shit.
That's not their fault, though.
That's not their fault.
That's not passion.
But that's part of
that
umbrella that they in.
That's not passion. That's not passion.
That's them.
Because if it was passion on every one of their movies,
Hulk would have been a A-level threat right now.
They shared though. Like how can you make that comment?
It's not a shared responsibility. It's the same continuity.
They follow what works.
If they hold on,
they changed Guardians of the Galaxy storyline.
Hold up.
They follow what works. Shang-Chi is totally different from the comic. He is not the same character from the comic, but they made it cool from visual effect. They made him cool for TV.
We got to talk about what he just said. The Hulk is owned by Universal and it's shared with Marvel.
I get it.
If Marvel says in this movie we want the Hulk to smash this and do this and that,
I get it.
But if Sony or Universal says no, it's going to make it way better than the idea that I have to do for his movie, you can still use them, but you can't do that idea because I'm planning on doing it for my movie. It's different.
But what I'm telling you is, Shang-Chi. Okay, let's go away from Hulk. Let's go away from Hulk. Let's go away from Hulk.
They don't want to sell it. That's the problem.
Go away from Hulk. Go away from Hulk. Let's talk about Shang-Chi.
How you gonna cut the check if somebody don't want to buy? They don't want to sell.
They can negotiate.
Is not comic book accurate.
That is the negotiation. My thing is you can't say that the Hulk looks lame and all this stuff if you don't have if they have full property of the Hulk and he still look like this, then you can say that's what it is. But they don't own him, and Sony's already Universally already came out.
Then
Marvel,
you can't make the Hulk without us saying.
And that's what right there, and that's a problem.
That's what I just said.
I know. I'm just saying. So it's basically the same problem. It's the same problem that DC's having.
No, DC owns
their own characters. DC just can't get their shit together.
It's not the same problem.
But I'm not saying, but you can get away around shit using him.
It's to me, it's more
not if they're saying
of the director and the story writer.
If they say no, you can't do it.
All I'm saying.
If they say no, you can't do it.
Time out.
That's the whole thing.
Time out. All I'm saying is that I lean toward more of the issue being on the director and the story writer than I do the showrunner of the products.
If you got limits, and you can't do nothing about that.
I'm trying to tell you that Taika Waititi was given creative control over his movie. They could have went a totally different direction with Gore the God Butcher. He chose to go the funny route. That is an example of what I mean. The director and the story writer have more control over the outcome of how you feel about a character.
The guy that played Gore, Bale even said that the movie was.
That's
he
all
didn't like it.
That's all I'm saying.
No one else. No, but no one.
Feige didn't say that.
It's not the same comparison because someone else doesn't own Gore. Someone else doesn't own Gore and say, hey, you can only do this.
Exactly.
That's not the point that I was making.
So we're basing DC's universe off of Zack Snyder.
Yeah, because he's really the only one that
he's been the main one.
He's made the most films.
He's been the main one. Yes,
he's made the most films out of it. He's made 3 films.
Yes,
and Christopher Nolan made 3.
Yeah, no. DC cinematic.
Okay.
So
in the DCEU, he's made 3 films.
Whoever is in charge their creative direction about where they want this, how this to be received by the public. I think that's the issue more than actually finding the directors and all the other stuff. The issue is that Feige person who said, yeah, I have this vision for 10 years of doing this and making this cinematic universe where stories collide and we have a big bad where villains could team up. They're not at that level yet. They're trying to find somebody to say, okay, yes, I have that vision too, and this is how I see it.
So basically, they need somebody that's passionate about that stuff. Ain't that what I just said?
Does it sound like?
Ain't that what I just said?
But you were kind of ranking. You
just ran back when I said.
But what you did is you kind of shitted on Zack Snyder because of that.
I didn't. Hold on. I ain't shit on Snyder.
You kind of did.
I just said the movie wasn't rewatchable. That's what I said.
You were kind of making it seem like Zack Snyder wasn't passionate, and I was trying to say that I think Zack Snyder was passionate about it.
He made a 4-hour film that is unrewatchable.
How'd you take it, Jason? What? How'd you take his comment that he was kind of getting at Zack Snyder?
Zack Snyder might not have the passion that somebody.
And that's what I was trying to say.
I personally feel
based off the comment that he said that it was weird to see Superman and Batman talking their costumes.
That's one thing.
That's just one thing.
That takes me out of it.
That's one thing.
It doesn't.
And my counter argument is, what did they do to Gore the God Butcher storyline? That's my counter argument. It happens. It happens.
It's not the same argument.
It does. They're going to change it. The director,
Taika Waititi, didn't make a comment about he thought it was weird that Thor would be in his costume talking to Gordon and whatever he was wearing.
He neutered the hell out of it.
They gave Shang-Chi rings. Shang-Chi doesn't got rings.
It's not the same. It's not the same argument. It's not the same argument.
Creative difference.
It's not the same argument, though.
Because he feels that he shouldn't be.
Creative differences, yes, but it's not the same argument.
But the conversation still happens. That's all I'm getting.
My argument is Zack Snyder said it was weird that his actors were in. That is my argument. That has nothing to do with getting creative control and all that.
We were supposed to stop at 1:30. We at 1:50. We're gonna save this. We're gonna save this argument.
It's not the same argument.
We're gonna save this. We're gonna save this for another week. We're gonna save it for after Comic-Con. How about that? That sounds like a good time to save it. Nah, it's Comic-Con in 2 weeks. The New York Comic-Con.
Okay. New York joint, right?
Yeah.
Tom we going to that.
All right.
Tom and I think Rail.
Let's get it to a close. Episode 11. Some good topics. Some heated debate. We'll bring it back up.
I'm always heated because I love film and I get passionate about that shit.
Yeah, fucking Rihanna. What the fuck? ASAP Rocky still on that.
I do film.
Yeah, man.
I do film. Rocky, I write and I understand where where this shit is coming from a writing perspective, because some of these things that you get handcuffed to. Like, I've done films where I had all these parameters and I had to come up with a story, and I think, oh man, I could do something better with this, but because of parameters, I can't make a better film.
Yeah,
I can't write a better story.
And Rihanna could handcuff me. But you don't see me out here.
That's why I'm so
I'm heated. I'm heated about it.
I'm passionate about it because I've went through it.
ASAP Rocky probably don't even. Oh my god.
ASAP mom might listen to this and be like, yo, we gotta go to Delaware.
Ice Spice in Delaware. Ice Spice.
We are so getting canceled.
Ice Spice.
Did you even come up with a name yet?
Huh? Don't worry about that, man. You keep coming up here every Sunday. You just be here.
I need to know the name. Like, y'all be.
Yeah.
You don't even want to buy the phone.
Yeah, we don't even know where to follow you at. All right, that's it. Episode 11. See y'all next week. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Until next time.
Peace out.
Later.